Whoa, just hold on. What are we doing again? A trust fall. I still don't get it. Well, you say you trust me, right? Of course I trust you. Well, a trust fall is a way to show that your trust isn't in vain. If I'm trustworthy, I'll catch you. But if I'm not, I'll let you fall on the floor. Oh, I get it. All right, we're just gonna get you to turn around and you're gonna fall and I'll catch you. Keep your eyes closed, ready when you are. No! Hello there, I'm Aidan, and welcome to A Pastor's Life for Me. But before we get to our definition, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and that you smash that like button like Martin Luther pounded the 95 Theses into the Wittenberg church door. So what is trust? It's a word that we use all the time, and we understand the basic meaning of it. But the big question is, does our modern definition line up with the biblical definition? But before we get into the definition, I think it's important that we recognize the words faith, trust, and hope are somewhat interchangeable in their biblical definitions. The dictionary defines trust as firm belief in the reliability, truth, or ability of someone or something. The dictionary defines faith as complete trust and confidence in someone or something. Now, just going off these definitions, faith and trust are essentially the same thing. But our modern definition of hope doesn't line up with the biblical definition. But we'll get into that when we define that word next week.
So Spencer here asked me to help him with his helmet because I've had some experience doing some cosplay and costume building. And so Spencer, he trusts me to not destroy his helmet in the process.
Please don't, it was expensive.
He has faith in my abilities, he believes in me, and so he trusts me.
The way you say it doesn't make me have any more trust in you.
So do you see how these words are somewhat parallel? To have faith in someone is to trust somebody, and to trust someone is to believe in them. All deal with having confidence in someone or something. In the biblical sense, God foremost. But we should also be able to trust believing brothers and sisters as well as the church. But it is a very sad thing when we cannot trust our brothers or sisters or the church. We are creatures of trust. I've said it before, I will say it again. I trust that when I sit in a chair, it's not gonna collapse on me.
When does that actually ever happen?
I trust that when I start my car, it's not gonna blow up. And no, I don't have a clip of that. These are subconscious thoughts, and though they may seem little to us, they do govern our lives. As believers, we trust that God will continue to keep the universe in motion. Atheists, though, trust the laws of nature to do this. So do you see how fundamentally we are all creatures of trust? And what we put our trust in shows what we think and what we believe about God. Trust in the biblical sense means that we have complete faith and confidence that God will do what he says he will do. Though we don't know how things will turn out in our life, trust is giving our fear over to God and recognizing that he is in control and that he will work out all things for our good, as Romans 8:28 states. Genesis 15:6 tells us that Abraham believed God and it was counted to him as righteousness. The word believe here means he trusted God or he had faith in God. Paul picks this up in Romans 4 to say that believers have the same type of faith as Abraham did. To have a true trust in God, one must be saved. Because when we see the word believe, it means that we have faith and trust in God, which brings us salvation through Christ's work on the cross. Trust is one word that our modern definition lines up quite well with the biblical definition, which is actually very helpful for us to understand how these words apply to our lives. But like I said before, hope is one modern word that does not line up with the biblical definition. But that we will have to save for our next definition. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and drop a comment below. But until next time, remember, know the word, do the word, and share the word. But as always, we do it in love.